Before anything else, I would like to introduce what game this is. It's called Genshin Impact, and I know most of you already heard of this game. For those who are familiar with this new game, then I advise you to skip the intro. But for those who don't have a clue what type of game this is, then let me give a brief overview about this amazing game. First of all, this is a free-to-play game, so all you Warframe junkies can jump right into this game if you want to get some fresh air if you want. But before we continue, I would just like to say that I'll be covering this game from now on, along with my first love Warframe, so basically, you'll see both Warframe and Genshin Impact from this channel. Okay, now let's get back to the topic at hand. This game features a fantasy-based open-world environment and action-based battle system, using elemental magic, character switching, and uses gacha game monetization for players to obtain rare characters, weapons, and other resources. I was hesitant in trying the game, and in the first few minutes, I honestly think that it doesn't have any flair that will make me want to continue. However, I gave it a chance and I was surprised that I ended up playing Genshin Impact for the whole day. It was a mixed bag of experience, ranging from open world exploration, to quests, to dungeons. And the best part is, the game doesn't just end there. It has mini games like gliding, cooking, and other sorts of stuff that you will enjoy. The biggest reason why I continued playing it is because of its rewards and progression. Everything you do in this game will reward you with stuff you need to progress in levels, from opening chest, doing dungeon runs, doing story quest, defeating bosses, killing enemies, and other sorts of stuff. The game will reward you with something that you can use in the future, whether it's for enhancing your weapons, or your characters, or currencies which can give you a chance to obtain rare character. Rest assured that every step that you take will be rewarding. Genshin Impact is not just mindlessly killing enemies, it actually has some other fun stuff like solving puzzles, which is one of my favorite parts in the open world exploration. And speaking of exploration, the open world area is vast, and there are loads of things that you can do on the map. The world is not empty, and you'll see something interesting in each turn you take. A puzzle area, a chest guarded by enemies, collectibles, and materials needed for upgrading your stuff, bosses, and other hidden stuff that are just waiting for you to explore. Even though I'm just in the beginning stages of the game, I honestly can say that the open world is vast, and there are tons to explore that you would need good running feet on your character to traverse on the wide area of the game's world. This leads us to one of the main concerns on the game: stamina. You see, players tend to say that stamina is the worst feature of the game, and instead of this, they should be replacing it with mounts to help us explore the open world area easily. Honestly, you don't need mounts, as stamina isn't really needed to move from point A to point B. The actual use of stamina is for combat, climbing, swimming, and gliding. Stamina is very useful in terms of combat since it allows you to dodge, and in terms of open areas, there are times where you need to traverse a terrain like climb mountains or swim on waters to get to a specific location. Stamina is needed so you won't fall or drown, which causes death. This feature is not mainly for walking or running around, but for specific tasks that are required in the game. So how do I move from point A to point B fast then? The fact is, you won't be running all the time just to get where you want to, since there is this feature called teleport once you unlock a certain location. That's the key to making the whole progression smooth. In my case, once I'm stuck at a certain adventure rank, and I need to level up so I can progress to the next story quest, and then do exploration to unlock all the waypoints and places available on the map. Take note that several areas are not yet available for exploration, and you need to continue the story quests to unlock those areas. So, what you need to do is do story quests, then do exploration once you need specific adventure rank for quests, and then go back to doing the main quests again. It's a repetitive cycle until you reach the endgame levels of this game. And yes, this is meant for those who are just starting the game. But squad leader, where's the guide on how to fix the stamina problem? That's simple. When you are doing open world explorations, you will run into this thing called anemoculus crystals, which are indicated on the map as white marked icons. Collect these and offer it to any statue of the 7 statues, and you'll receive an increase in stamina once that statue levels up. Take note that there are several anemoculus crystals needed in each level of the statues. I have not specific places to find them, but just look for the white icon, which is similar to what you are seeing on the mini-map on your screen. Another thing that you should know is that anemoculus crystals can be found anywhere on the map. It can just be floating high above, and you need to use your glider to obtain it, or there are cases that it's hidden in a big rock that you need to destroy. Also, there are times that it's hidden in a big tree, so be sure to check every corner. Don't worry, as its icon will always be visible in the minimap no matter how well it is hidden in plain sight. Doing exploration doesn't only give you increased stamina, but you will also find hidden things that will help you upgrade your gears. And also, each time you open chests, kill enemies guarding a chest, or even solving puzzles, it will reward you with currencies which you can use to buy materials needed for the gacha game to obtain rare characters. Honestly, the process may sound boring as its main purpose is to farm and get stuff, but I assure you that you won't get bored since there are many activities you can do while exploring the large map of this game. Okay, I almost forgot. In terms of character selection, your character doesn't need to be strong at the early stages of the game. What you need to do is at least make sure that you have all elements in your team. Remember that you can combine elements and do more damage, or deal with some status effects like freeze or burn targets, which prove to be more efficient at early levels than spending those resources on the gacha game to get strong characters. I did spend a couple of wishes, and I regretted doing so since you can easily kill enemies with the right element combo at early levels. In addition to this, puzzles do require certain elements at times, so it's best to have all characters holding each element. Well, this is not just a stamina guide, but actually, some starting tips that will aid you on your Genshin Impact journey. Let me know in the comment box below what other types of guides you want me to make for this game, and be sure to check back later, as I got a special Warframe video for you lads. Thank you all for your support. Squad leader signing off.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future.